Hi, I'm Marco. Um, if you're watching this in the future, then I do private readings, private tarot card readings, and my prices are very dirt cheap. So if you ever want a private reading with me, my email is in the description box of this video, and feel free to contact me. I will never contact you. Okay? I don't solicit myself like that to other people. So if someone's saying they're me and they have a message for you, it's not me. Because if you want a reading with me, you contact me. I will not contact you. Okay. All right. It's not even 7 in the morning and I'm like half drunk right now. But this might be I just poured myself a new drink. Granted, all of my drinks have been very weak. This is probably going to be the last one for now. Hi, Chumba. What's up? Am I still breaking up? Yeah, something went wrong with at the start of the live stream, there was something weird that happened. So, do I sound okay now? Okay. All right. All right. Let me repeat that. So, my name's Marco. If you're watching this in the future, then if you would like a private reading with me, my email is in the description box of this video, and I promise I will start checking that email more often. And my prices are very inexpensive, and I will never contact you. If you want a reading with me, you have to contact me because I don't solicit myself to people like that. I would find that to be, I don't know, it's just in poor taste in my mind. So I don't do that. Okay. I mean, the truth is, like, if I came across some stranger and all of a sudden I was overtaken with some kind of message, I would just give the message for free. If it was really in my desire that I wanted to give this person a message, I would just do it for free. But stuff like that never happens to me. So that's like funny. But anyway. Okay, I think I have a question. So Bushra has a question about somebody else trying to harm their reputation at work. And they want to know if it's true. All right. Okay, let me see about this person at work. Well, Bushra, the person that you're asking about, don't worry about this person. What does that say? Bakhtiar. So I probably just butchered that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to say it right. I don't know. But I wouldn't worry about this person. I think this person actually has a good moral compass. And they have a lot on their plate. And if they ever come across as being rude, I wouldn't take it to heart, because they might seem a little bit like off, but don't worry about that, okay? At the end of the day, they're actually someone who's a really good person, and I wouldn't worry about it, okay? I mean, all of these cards, and I do have a major card here, but all of these cards look good. Um, okay. I wouldn't worry about it. Hi, Shirley Silver Fox. Oh, do I know you? All I can see is people's handles now, so I don't know what your username is, but not quite sure. Hi, Luca. Oh, okay. Got it. Shirley Madore, yeah. Yeah, you can always ask a question. Everybody gets a free one. I may or may not answer it, but most likely I will, just to let you know. There's a high likelihood that I will answer your question. But it's at least worth asking. Okay, I want to ask if I will get a job soon. If I will soon get a job. Okay. Let me see. Luca. Well, Luca. Oh, what does that say? Lucia. Lucia. So I think you definitely will get a job. I think there are there's a card here that tells me that you are a really hard worker. You know, even if you're not getting paid a lot, you're just the type of person that will go above and beyond what you're supposed to do. And I think that's a great, that's really admirable. Um, and I think you're trying very hard to get a job. So I think you will get a job because it's only right that you do. And the only thing I have to say here is like, I feel like um, it's kind of like I'm trying to grab smoke. Um, I feel like you should probably kind of, how do I say this? Like, um, um, maybe pinpoint something that you really want to be committed to and know that you're good at it and know your value and like just, you know, um, because I feel like a problem for you right now is you're applying for these jobs, but you kind of like, you're kind of losing yourself in all of this. Um, I feel um, like, um, there's something about confidence. Like, even though you are a very good worker, you work very hard, you're very dedicated, and you strive for excellence, but you still kind of don't have much confidence in yourself. I'm trying to understand why, but it's really kind of it's foggy to me. But you need to whittle away and sharpen this direction, if that makes any sense. Okay. Alrighty. So Shirley Silver Fox wants to know, will I have a good weekend in the region of love? Okay. Will I have a good weekend in the region of love? Ooh, ooh la la. Let me see. Hmm. Will I have a good weekend in the region of love? Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so Shirley Silver Fox, what I'm seeing is a lot of powerful energy. I see that you will be putting a lot of effort into it, really putting yourself out there. And maybe even there's something about like you were supposed to be somewhere else, but you've decided to sort of give yourself the you, you know how do I say this? Like it's almost like I feel like I'm supposed to be here, but I'm going to be good to myself and I'm going to go try to find my own happiness. Um, and I see you putting a lot of effort into yourself, and um, I don't see much coming out of it though. However, there's something about you're actually going to be very happy though, um, because the truth will be revealed to you. So I'm almost assuming that um, because all you asked me was, will I have a good weekend in the region of love? I feel like there's almost already somebody that exists. Or, I mean, I'm kind of not sure about this, but um, the thing is, when it comes to love this weekend, I don't see much coming in. but it's almost going to like reveal something to you about people or about a certain person, and it's going to make you feel very happy because at least you know the truth and you know where to go from here. That's kind of what I'm saying. All right. And these are the cards I got, all major cards. So I will say, I think you're going to have a very interesting weekend. So anyway, but you did get a really good card, which is the Sun upright. It's the best card you can get. I mean, I could have 15 cards in front of me and 14 could be in bad positions, but as long as I have the Sun card, I would always have a very good message about whatever is going to happen in the end. But anyway. Oh, where'd it go? Oh. Okay. You're welcome. Damn it. Okay, I have a question here. Where is it? Arturo. Hi, Arturo. I was wondering if I should stay away from Roy or not. Okay, so let's read into you and Roy. You and Roy. Okay, so Roy is not a bad person. I just want you to know Roy might be an idiot, but he's not a bad person. I think he's very immature and doesn't have much life experience. But I think at his core, or her, I don't know if Roy is a guy or a girl, but I mean, I'm assuming it's a guy. But in this person's heart of hearts, they actually are a very good person. So, you know, whatever that means to you, but this person will make mistakes. Some people are just like that. Like they have to make mistakes in order to sort of look at their own behavior and see where they went wrong and then become better. Um, I don't think you should stay away from this person. I just think that for the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, just give this, be in this person's life, be a shoulder to cry on, but just give this person a little bit of grace. And, this person is going to get smarter and their behavior is only going to improve. Okay. They still have a few mistakes to make before they can really grow half a brain. But for some people aren't like that. Some people, it's freaky. It's like they were born just, I don't know. It's like they always do the right thing and they sort of already know like what the right thing to do is. But I mean, I'm not like that. I need to like fuck up and then look at the way I behaved and see where I went wrong. If I have to put some shame on myself or be angry at someone else. But, I mean, some people are like that. Some people literally have to make mistakes in order to grow and get better as just a human. So anyway, I'd give him a little grace. Um, because no matter what, he might make a mistake, but he's absolutely the type of person that will learn from it. And, you know, he doesn't, he'll know if he did something that was in bad taste, he will realize it, and he'll know at least that thing in particular, he'll know not to do that again, you know? I mean, some people embrace evil. Some people like being evil. You know, they know what is evil and they will do that because they're just bad, very bad spirits. But I don't think Roy's that kind of person. He might make mistakes, but he's going to learn from it and get better. Alrighty. Any Hoosers. Anyway. You know, does anybody have any tips about this? If there are any witches here, can you tell me? I made this. It's a black scrying mirror. And I don't know if there's like a really good way to use that. Maybe I could ask like Google AI. But I mean, there's been a few times I've sort of like stared into it and things sort of come to mind, but I'm wondering if I could make this work in a little bit more of like a dramatic way. If anybody has any tips or um, whatever you got, if you want to let me know something. And this was actually a picture frame, and I took out the glass. In the back of the glass, I spray painted black, but I put the dull side inward so then I could still have the reflection, and so it would act as a mirror. Um, I keep it next to my computer because if I pull a bunch of cards and I keep pulling more cards and still nothing is coming to me, then I just kind of cross my fingers and hope that I can look into that and get a little bit of something that can make everything else make sense. But um, I don't think there's been a single time so far that in my desperation that this mirror has helped me. But I know it does have potential. I absolutely know for a fact that there is potential in that thing to sort of do something in this kind of work. but I'm not sure if there's a way I should go about it or whatever. But anyway, anybody with ideas, feel free to chime in. By the way, I'm just smoking tobacco. I'm not doing anything fishy. I have a little bit of tobacco right here. I just smoke it out of a pipe because it's cheaper than buying cigarettes for me. Anyway, I have to pee. I will be right back. I gotta go. I'll be right back. And we're back. I'm surprised my dad never called me. He should be on his... It is Thursday, right? I don't even know what time is anymore. Yeah. He should be on his way to work now. I'm surprised he never called me. Oh, look at this ring I bought. It's on my thumb. I have a whole bunch of rings, but they're all over there. But this one I've been wearing just because I got it in the mail yesterday. But it's the all-seeing eye in the little... well, in the ring, it's a triangle, but it's supposed to be a pyramid. Like if you look at like a dollar bill or something. But I just think it's a very powerful symbol just because in my own mind, you know, I think that your mind's eye can sort of reveal a lot to you if you really want to go there, and kind of look at things deeper and deeper. And then you end up seeing God. Yeah, Chumba. I've just been, I've been cooking a lot. Honestly, I haven't been up to much. um, you know, um, Honestly, I've just kind of been dicking around, um, trying to keep myself busy and just maintain some kind of joy. um, you know, Okay, so I have a question. Hi, Durella. Hi. Is TL still with ND? Okay. Is TL still with ND? Durella wants to know. So, Durella, I think they are sort of still together. I see a lot of really good energy between them, but something tells me that the energy between them is sort of like very casual. And I think they really do like each other a lot. Um, but it's not, it's sort of more of a like relaxed type of energy, if whatever, however you want to take that. Okay. Um, but I think they actually do really like each other, and they sort of still are a thing. All right. Okay. Stola. Channeled messages. I mean, I suppose a lot of what I do is channeling when I really think about it, but I do use the cards for inspiration. Um, my scrying mirror. What I did was I bought this frame on Amazon. Um, I got it because the frame itself is made of metal, and I just really like metal. And I took out the glass thing. The I don't know what you would call that. I took it out. In the back of it, I spray painted black, and then I put it back in. But I put the reflective side facing out, so it would still be like a mirror. And then that's it. Look, it's just a picture frame. Um, Easy peasy. I got that idea from somebody on YouTube. I forget who it was, but I was like, "Oh my god, that's such a good idea!" And it's probably so much cheaper than buying one um, at like a witchy store or something. Although I actually, if I went on Amazon right now and I wanted to buy a black scrying mirror, I could probably get one for like dirt cheap, cheaper than what it took me to make that. Because for to make this, I had to buy the frame and the spray paint. Um, Although the spray paint I already had because of a different project that I was working on. But anyway, um, hi Lisa, what's up? How you doing? Okay, so I have a question from Stola. Will Derek and I eventually live together? Okay, let me see. Will Derek and I eventually live together? So Stola, I think you both will live together. I think you both have a lot less in common than you thought you did. Because I think you will live together, but I think you're going to see characteristics in this other person, Derek, that is really going to surprise you and maybe be a little off-putting, but it's only going to make you a better version of yourself. Okay? Um, just be prepared for that. I don't think Derek is a bad guy. I feel like a lot of what's going to go wrong between the two of you is more petty stuff, but I mean, you could call it petty, but I mean, it is stuff that can really get under a person's skin. So I guess it's like things that are sort of a big deal, but they're also not a big deal. Okay. Um, but anyway, alrighty. But I think you will live together. But I think it's not going to be as easy as you thought it would be. Okay, so I did skip Chumba's question by accident. Let me see. Marco, I'm so lost now after losing my dad. Can you see if anything good is coming for me next week? Okay, let me see. Let's look into next week for Chumba. Chumba, chumba, chumba-dee-doo. Okay, Chumba, Chumba, Chumba. It's coming for Chumba next week. Okay, let me see. Chumba's following week. Bada bing, bada boom, and bada bye. So Chumba, this is what I'm going to say to you. Chumba, you're in a position where certain things have happened to you, and you're using those things as evidence. You're using those things as proof of other things. And all I want to say to you is believe whatever you need to believe so you feel unstoppable. I want you to feel unstoppable. I want you to feel like your future is filled with nothing but things that only serve you. Because maybe you don't know yourself. I don't know myself. Um, I don't know what I need in life to really achieve any kind of peace. But believe whatever you have to believe. And don't feel guilty about it. Because, you know, I feel like right now there are only, you know, for you to find peace and joy and excitement in your heart, there are certain things that you really need to convince yourself of, and don't feel guilty about that. Okay? That you really need to do that for yourself um if you just want to feel a sense of thrill and happiness and excitement. Um which I think is the best way to feel. I love feeling peaceful and tranquil, but I will say my favorite way to feel is like joyful and excited and passionate and thrilled. That's my favorite thing to feel. Um, but don't put yourself down. You know, the things that you really need to tell yourself at this time in your life, don't put yourself down for that. Don't feel bad about that because it's what you really need to do. And, you know, um, like you are something, you are a certain way, your spirit, your center, your core, you are a certain way. And you have to do what you have to do just to find your own happiness. And don't put yourself down for that. Okay. Because I do think next week might be a little bit of a struggle. But it all stems from this kind of way of thinking about something. Um, don't drive yourself crazy. Um, you know, like ask yourself if you're ever feeling shitty, whether it's depression or anxiety or anger or hatred or whatever the negative feeling is, remember to check in with yourself and be like, okay, I'm feeling this way. Even if you don't know how you're feeling exactly, just tell yourself, I'm feeling a certain way. It doesn't feel good. I want to feel better. And convince yourself why it's not a big deal. Give yourself reasons like, this is not a big deal. This is what I'm meant to go through just for my own happiness in the future. I was meant to go through this to get me to the next step. It's a stepping stone. Um, anyway, I'm like beating this horse to death. Sorry. Any hoosers. Hi, Shirley Madore. You're welcome, Chumba. Ah, shit. Okay. The only way that we would know there's light is because we know there's dark. We experience the dark, we experience the light, but the only way that we would know about both of those things if both of those things happened to us, or else there would just be nothing. There would literally be nothing if we had no concept of both. Okay. Anyway, Shirley, so you have a question. My neighbor is threatening to bring a lawsuit against me. If so, will the judge see her antics and be on my side? She asked if I'm going to move and begged me to get rid of my dog. Okay. All right. Okay. So What's going to be the outcome of all of this shenanigans with your neighbor, basically? So Shirley, I wouldn't worry about anything. Don't worry about it. You have so much to lean on. You have so many supports. There are beings that love you. There are beings that you can see, and then there are beings that you cannot see that sort of exist on the other side. And there's so much energy going towards you that is good. So this is just nothing more than, it's really just nothing. And don't worry about it. Nothing bad is going to come of this. And, you know, you did nothing wrong. And that's why nothing bad will come of it. You have nothing to worry about. I think this person that you're talking about is just trying to make you feel uncomfortable, which apparently it worked. But, there's nothing bad coming from it. You don't have to worry. Okay? Regardless of what ends up happening, you're going to be fine. All right? Um, um, Anyway, there are beings in this world that love you. There are beings in other worlds that love you, other realms, other dimensions, other planets. There are so many people that love you. You have nothing to worry about. It's really just, I don't even want to say, but just trust me, you don't have to worry. Okay. I think I'm going to stay live for about another 10 minutes, and then I think I'm going to peace out. I'll make it an even hour. I love you too, Chumba. Thank you. Bye. All right, Layla has a question. You want to know what's next in love. What's next in love? What is next in love for Layla? Well, I mean, Layla, I think there is something coming. It's not going to take that long. Um, it's going to be all right for a little while. Because you asked me what's next. So I'm telling you what is actually like next. So it's going to be a relationship. It'll be passionate. It'll be good. Um, it'll be all right. But eventually you're going to it's going to be this energy of like, I don't see this having a future. It's not, nobody's going to stab anyone in the back. It's not going to be anything super dark or scary. It just sort of like, eventually there's going to be this energy of sort of like, I don't really see this going anywhere. It's going to be good for a while, but eventually it's just sort of going to burn out and fizzle. That's what's absolutely coming down the pike. But nothing horrible, nothing bad to speak of. But my advice to you is just forget what I'm even saying right now and just go into the relationship and enjoy the time that you have with this person and live it up, party like it's 1999 and enjoy yourself and enjoy the ride. Okay. All right. All right. Actually, I'm going to answer about one more question and then I'm going to take off. Neen Holland. Hello, Marco. What do you see coming for me? I should know. Thank you. All right. You're welcome in advance. Let me see what comes up. If anything tickles me. Okay, let me see. For Neen Holland. Neen Holland. Well, Neen Holland, you know, I feel like um, you know, not everybody is going to agree with you. And because I think in the near future, I see that you're going to sort of go outside of your comfort zone and you're going to be working on some kind of project, or you're going to be trying to achieve a common goal with other people. And some of the people that you're going to be working with, maybe you don't care for very much, or maybe they're giving pushback against what you're saying and what you think should be done. But not everybody's going to agree with you. I would just say, um, I mean, I don't know. Just have faith that everything will be fine. Um, I think this will be some kind of a new thing for you, somewhere you've never been before, something you've never done before. Um, and, you know, not everyone will have the same ideas as you, but I mean, who knows? Maybe, you know, in that moment when you're sort of having friction in your heart against whatever this person is saying, maybe try to examine yourself. Like, where am I really coming from? Is this from a place of anger or hate? Or is it just confusion? Should I really put myself in this other person's shoes to see where they're coming from, and you know, compare your ideas against theirs and really think about it, and it might be helpful. All right, anyway, um, okay, I'm gonna go now. I've been live long enough, and I'm gonna go and I'm going to have breakfast, and I am going to have one more drink and probably take a nap. I had some really weird dreams last night. Very bizarre. Um, a few nights ago, I had a dream that I was watching Queen Latifah, and she was on stage and she was being a magician and she was doing like magic tricks. It was so weird. It's bizarre. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go have some of the food I cooked yesterday. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you all in the next one. All right? Bye, everybody. Bye, Shirley. Bye, Chumba. Bye, everyone.